Hello and welcome or welcome back to Bookmark Chronicles. Today I'm doing the Small Booktuber Tag. I was tagged by Robin over at Robin Reads, so I will leave a link to her video in the description below. I tried looking at different videos to find out who the creator of this tag is, but I could not find it. In the videos I clicked on, it was not mentioned. If you know who the creator of this tag is, please let me know so that I can credit them down in the comments. Thank you, Robin, for the tag. This looks really fun, so let's go ahead and get started. Well, it's not a question, but the first thing is to introduce yourself. So, hi, I'm Ray, I'm 26, I work in higher education, and I'm currently a grad student, and aside from reading, I really enjoy coffee, tea, and wine. I also have a very weird thing for subscription boxes, so I have both a tea and a wine subscription box. The next question is, how long have you been on Booktube? And I think it's about 2 months. So it's been an interesting experience. I'm enjoying it so far. Have been seeing a little bit of drama on book Twitter, but for the most part I pretty much stay out of it and just mind my business. The next question is, what types of videos do you make? I am currently sticking to pretty simple things: book reviews, wrap-ups, TBRs. The only other thing is that I started sort of a discussion series called Let's Chat, and on that I've talked about a bunch of different things, like why I don't want to read Twilight or Midnight Sun, how I feel about romance novels, and problematic authors. So I do really like that series because I like the discussion that comes along with it and getting people's opinions and recommendations and feelings on different things. But other than that, it's been a lot of book reviews, mostly for books that I either really like or really hate, and a couple of tags. I think this is maybe only the second tag that I've done so far, but there are a couple others that I do want to get to. Next is, what do you love about Booktube? Mostly discussion in the community, because as most booktubers will say, they don't have a lot of people in their actual lives who read and that they can discuss books with. So really I only have a couple of those people. So doing Booktube has just given me the opportunity to talk to more people, get more recommendations, recommend more books to them, and just do what we all love to do, and that's talk about books. The next question is, what types of books do you read? I don't necessarily have a particular genre that I stick to. I do have a lot of fantasy books. Those are fairly new. I only got into fantasy a few years ago. I do still read a lot of contemporary fiction. I also enjoy biographies and memoirs, and as you all know, I'm going to try to challenge myself to read more romance. So it's really a little bit of everything, with the exception of sci-fi. I think the only sci-fi books that I've ever read are the Illuminae files, which I did really like. I just don't really know where else to go. Sci-fi is a very new genre for me, but that is something that I hope to get to at some point. The last question is, what's your favorite video that you've made? And I don't have just one video that I like. As I mentioned before, I do really enjoy the discussion series, but aside from that, I really enjoy making the intros for my monthly wrap-ups. I think those are always fun to add music and feature whatever drink I'm having that morning. Those are really fun, and I really like watching other people do their wrap-ups too, so if I had to choose something, I'd probably go with that. That was the last question, and the very last thing is to tag a bunch of booktubers. I'm going to tag Dasha from Mythic Pages, April from 12 Months of April, and Erica from Clean Read Mom. And if anyone else is watching this and you want me to tag you, then sure, yeah, go ahead and say I tagged you. But that's all I have for you today, and I'll see you in the next video.